My mother-in-law billed me $3,000 for ruining her son's potential. She itemized everything: private school tuition he never pursued, MBA program applications he never submitted, even the country club membership he canceled after we met. According to her Exceler spreadsheet, I cost him exactly $3,247 and lost opportunities. I'd been with Marcus for 4 years. We met at a bookstore where I worked part-time while finishing my nursing degree. He was this brilliant software engineer who'd come in every Saturday for coffee and coding books. 6 months of flirting later, we were inseparable. His mother, Patricia, never liked me. At the first family dinner, she asked about my parents' careers. When I said my mom was a cashier and my dad drove trucks, she literally wrote it down in her notebook. Interesting, she'd said, like I was some specimen she was studying. But Marcus didn't care. We moved in together, adopted 2 cats, and built this beautiful life. He even started teaching coding at the community center where I volunteered. Something he said gave him more purpose than any corporate ladder ever could. Then last month, Patricia invited us for tea. She presented the invoice on official letterhead from her law firm, 3 pages, professionally bound. I've calculated what Marcus has sacrificed since meeting you, she announced. As his partner, you should compensate our family for these losses. The list was insane. Networking events he'd skipped, $400 each. Promotion opportunities he'd passed, $50,000 in projected earnings. She'd even calculated the value of him choosing a Honda over the B&TU she'd picked out. Marcus just stared at the papers, then at his mother, then at me. Mom, he said quietly, I need you to leave. Patricia's face went red. She's manipulated you into mediocrity. You were supposed to be a director by 30. I am happy, Marcus said. Actually happy and not stretched happy. Real happy. She turned to me. This is what happens when we let people like you into our circles. You drag everyone down to your level. People like me. The words hung there. Marcus stood up. Get out. Patricia laughed. You are choosing her over your family, over your future. She is my future, he said. But Patricia wasn't done. She pulled out her phone and started reading from some document, bank statement showing money Marcus had wasted on my student loans, screenshots of trips we'd taken instead of attending her business galas, even a psychological evaluation she'd commissioned about my limiting influence on her son. She'd been documenting our entire relationship. I've already sent this to your colleagues, she told Marcus. They deserve to know why you've been underperforming. Marcus pulled out his phone and did something I didn't expect. He opened his banking app and showed his mother the screen. See this, I have more in savings now than ever before. You know why? Because Sarah taught me that happiness doesn't have a price tag. Then he did something else. He pulled up his work reviews. 5 stars across the board. Turns out, being happy makes you better at your job. Who knew? Patricia grabbed her invoice and headed for the door. When you come to your senses, you'll owe me double, with interest. That was 6 weeks ago. Yesterday, Marcus's dad called. Patricia had tried the same thing with his brother's girlfriend, presented an invoice for $8,000 because she was an artist who'd infected him with creative pursuits instead of law school. The brother laughed so hard he posted it on Instagram. It went viral. 7 started a hashtag. Number bill me for love. Patricia's law firm saw it. They were not amused. Marcus proposed to me last night, said he wanted to lock in his worst financial decision ever. The ring came with a receipt and a note, worth every penny I'll never have. His mother sent one final email, a bill for emotional damages, $10,000. We framed it. It's hanging in our bathroom, right above the toilet.